Oh, baby, baby, I wanted to help you. I don't know the lyrics to that song. That song came out in teenagers, my teenage years. Mumford and Sons. Dude, I can't tell you one Mumford and Sons song. I'm sorry. And I bet these guys would probably be pissed off if I said that. Especially the one that quit. I think it was this guy. He's kind of sad looking. He looks like a really depressed Jared Leto. And he quit because no one cared about NFTs, and he got pissed off, and he stand for that Ian Miles cringe dude, Ian Miles Shuang, that weird Filipino dude on Twitter that nobody likes, that calls cops on, makes fake calls and calls on protesters. This Mumford and Sons dude, like, stand for him. It was so weird. And then on top of that, they're all about NFTs now. Or they're one of the, I feel like I'm putting a lot of different artists and athletes in like different groups who are like using NFT. Like Gorillaz is using NFTs. I love the dude. I love him to death. Tony Hawk is using NFTs, or he's promoting them, but I don't know the big scope of things, but we'll probably figure out at a later date. Today, it's something more important. I don't know why Mumford and Sons takes over the art. I'm on Fox News. I guess that's why. No credit to them for anything, but for misleading people. But I'm not going to read their article. But recently, well, for the past, how many years? Freaking heck. How long has this been going on? Britney Spears has a conservatorship with her father. The conservatorship is some contract, basically, that her dad put into like her name. Like, I can't explain it unless you go like go research it yourself. But basically, Britney Spears' father has control over her, unlike any other like artist out there. Like, Adele doesn't have a freaking conservatorship. She can do whatever Adele can do whatever she wants. She can tour wherever she wants. She can sing to whatever she wants to do. Britney Spears can't do any of that. Britney Spears has no control over her life, and she's 39. She's older than me. She's 4 years older than me, and she can't do anything with her career, with all the things that she's done without the help of her father. She can't like tour where she wants to go. She's forced to be on stupid TV shows. Like, you guys don't understand it the way like people in the entertainment industry understand it. And when you don't understand it like that, all you can do is take it from surface level value. Like, you don't understand the whole situation. You have Jamie, her dad, talking like an idiot, wearing his Monster Energy drink cap, and freaking trying to like, my daughter doesn't, I just love you, Britney Spears. I just love you. I just want to keep getting the millions and millions of dollars that I didn't earn just to freaking not have to work anymore in Louisiana. That's all he's trying to do. There's parents that try to like build their kids up to do entertainment. Like, they think they have this control over them. Like, I mean, you could watch classics like Mommy Dearest or any Hollywood representation of it, just in case you're lazy and don't want to like research it, I guess, and and want to be entertained at the same time. But like, actual like people like Britney's dad is a really rare. Nothing. There's not a lot of things like this, especially for people that are like pushing 40. Britney Spears is an adult woman. She can make, the thing is like, during the 2000s, like, only people from the 2000s will get this. If you were born in the 2000s, you really kind of weren't seeing it. But everyone was really mean back then, and especially to people like Britney. Britney was portrayed as like an idiot when she's not. Like that Chris Crocker thing, you think it's silly, but Chris Crocker got like kind of pushed to the edge because that's how bad the bullying was for Britney. Like all across media, talk shows, game shows, they made fun of her. And entertainment back then, it's not as like, you don't have like all these YouTube channels producing like movie quality content now. Freaking documentaries that I couldn't make in my lifetime, that I can watch 4 hours about some weirdo mukbanger. But back then, all we had was like basic bullshit. And on the basic bullshit, all they could talk about is like all this regurgitated like nonsense you would read in the newspapers and stuff. And one of them happened to be that Britney Spears was really kind of, I don't know, was the word eccentric good? Probably not. She was just really, she was being herself. She was being a sex symbol, and that's okay. We know. Look at Cardi B. Look at any other person now who, like, you know, it's much like they've always been like this to women though. It's just, it's always isolated and selective of who they want to like go after. But like Britney Spears was so big back then that they went after her, and it's like it pretty much forced her to have a mental breakdown. When you see those old pictures of her shaving her head, they're trying to make her out to be like stupid. But that was kind of like her, it's kind of like a rebellious way of just saying, screw you, I don't need to look pretty for you. And that was a strong power move for her. You know, the paparazzi likes to be obsessed with like making celebrities' lives miserable. That there's only few ways that celebrities can fight back. And that's like doing stuff like basically mutilating their identity, and that's okay. Britney didn't want to be this like little good girl that freaking people adored as a kid and wanted her to they want her to stay in this like little baby image. There's like people that just think thought Britney back then should have stayed like little teeny bopper BS, but she wanted to grow up. She didn't want to be like for little kids anymore. She was popular from singing in a mall for Otter's sakes. She was singing in malls. That's how she got popular. And then she just blew up. But she had to rise. She had to go from that. And she's excelled from that. People love Britney. But Britney doesn't love how her life is controlled by her dad. Her dad controls where she goes, the places she plays. That's not a real career. That's not a life. That's not a career that she wants to have. She wants to do her own thing and not have her dad have control. And parents they can't have control over their like kids like that, especially when their kids are like almost 40. And that's like it's really annoying. I think I made a video about this already, but like Britney's about to go to the Supreme Court, and all people can do right now is talk up for her, because this could be taken to the Supreme Court and they could just be in favor of her dad, because that's how messed up the U.S. is. It's not in favor for women like her. Because that's just how freaking insane it is here. Women have to fight for their equality, and in this case, if her dad were to lose, then that'd be a big blow to freaking white men. White men in their freaking 60s trying to take control of their little daughter's life when she's in her freaking almost 40. It's insane. He just doesn't want to actually like freaking just give up on the millions and millions of dollars that he gets not having to do anything. He didn't teach her how to dance. He didn't teach her how to come up with the music. She doesn't owe him anything. And I freaking mean that. And that's just how freaking messed up parents are over here. I guess all over the world, really, but this is what's going on. And Britney lives in California, and she just wants to have her life. She wants to do things that people want her to do. But instead, all she can do really is just post on Instagram. All she can do is just like post videos and little silly stuff. And people like that, but it's like her dad still has control over her. I bet she wants to do so much, but she can't because she wouldn't be able to do what she wants to do. She would have to do what her dad wants her to do. And also recently, her sister Jamie started speaking up because you got to watch out. If freaking people like her dad in Louisiana, they're all like freaking harassing Jamie now for speaking out because they don't want her dad to freaking lose when he Monster Energy drink hat wearing dude in his freaking 60s, NASCAR eating. I can't take it anymore. I like Britney. She's cool. And I think she really does deserve. There's her dad. I don't really want to read these articles because my eyes hurt. But there's a special on Hulu that you can watch. It's all about the Free Britney movement. And it's basically just this ongoing battle between her and her dad. He wants control over her, and she's almost freaking 40. She's an adult. She can do whatever she wants. He shouldn't have any kind of say at all, because that's not how things work in, like, just in reality. You don't have control over your kids. You can't. That's what I hate about parents. You always want your kids to have, like, this future, this imaginary future in your head, when you have to remember that your kids can do whatever they want. They don't have to be a football player. They don't have to be a pop star. They don't have to be anything that you want them to be. They can be whatever they want to be. And you don't have to be in their life. You can do your own thing. You can let your kid just go and grow and let them figure things out on their own. And live your own parent life, whatever you want to do. Give them money to be happy, I guess. And just leave them alone. You brought them into this world, let them just enjoy it. And Britney just wants to enjoy her life and not be controlled by some Monster Energy drink hat wearing dude who's harassing his daughters now because she doesn't want him in his life. Like, it doesn't matter that you made her grits and cheese on that stupid reality TV show, which she totally hated being on, but you don't care. It's all for the camera. It's all, this dude will just do whatever it takes to make himself look like he's the victim, that he's losing his daughter when she doesn't want anything to do with him, and he needs to just take that and take the L. Take the L, Mr. Spears. Go root for the Saints or the Pelicans, I guess. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm gonna have to say good night and I love you, but you have to let go of your daughter, Mr. Spears. Yep. Bye bye. Take care. Have a